What's going on, you guys? Working on my Integra today. K24 A2 TSX motor. This procedure, I want to show you guys how to go ahead and set your valve lash. It's pretty much standard on all the K series. I think you want anywhere between 8 and 9 thousandths on the intake, and then 10 to 12 thousandths on the exhaust valve. And what I'm going to be using today, I got a special valve tool, which it's kind of like a wrench and a screwdriver in one. And then I got some feeler gauges so I can see how far they are within spec. So if you see here, they got all the gauges that I need, from 5 thousandths all the way to 12 thousandths. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and first step is to remove the valve cover, which isn't too difficult. In my case, I'll just have to take these fittings off and then just unplug my coils and take out the valve cover bolts. So I'll do that real quick, and then we'll get into adjusting these valves. Alright guys, so I went ahead and took the valve cover off, and I got the cams facing up, which is what you want to do. You want to make sure that the cam lobe is not on the rockers, putting tension on the valve spring itself. So I got that spark plug is removed, and then I have a socket down there in my crank, so I can just rotate the motor. And then I'll just do one by one. Just go one by one, and we should be good. So I'm going to put you over here on the stand, and then we'll figure it out. I already kind of looked at it. If you look in here, I can't even hardly get my tool in there. I mean, it's tight. So we're going to go ahead and back that nut off, and then go back over each and every single one of them. Alright, so now you can see after I adjusted these valves, I get this feeler gauge in there. Really nice. It's snug, but it's not too tight. So, I mean, it's got a little bit of play. I can get it in and out, but you want it definitely be on the snug side. You don't want it to be too loose. See this one right here? I might actually tighten that one up just a hair, but anyways, and you just kind of work your way across these, and then I'll move on to the exhaust side, and then that'll be it. Alright, so I went through and adjusted all my valve lash. Now, a good thing to do is just go over and recheck all of it and make sure everything's correct. So, I got my 8 thousandths feeler gauge here. Oof. Gosh, my camera just doesn't want to focus. Maybe not. Alright, whatever. Anyways, so just going to take this feeler gauge, and make sure that you want to make sure that the cam lobes are not putting any pressure on them. And as you can see, the feeler gauge goes in there nice and snug, but not too tight, and nice and snug on that one. Move over to this one, because that one's starting to put pressure. We'll move over to this one, and alright, nice and snug. Oops, nice and snug under there. And then this one, come on now. That one goes under there, nice and snug. And then, yeah, so, and then I'll do the same thing on the exhaust. I'll kind of just take my 10 thousandths, right here, 10 thousandths, and then I'll just kind of go over the ones that don't have any pressure from the cam lobe yet. So you see on this one, oop, come on, phone, work for me here. I am recording this on my Galaxy, so video quality may not be the best, and I apologize for that. And I just dropped my feeler gauge. Gosh dang it, let me pick that up. Alright, got my feeler gauge all cleaned off. And if you go right here, try to carry this phone right so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, so right there, feeler gauge goes in, nice and snug. And anyways, you guys get the idea. So I already double checked, but I just wanted to do it for camera purposes. So this is all tightened up to 8 thousandths. That's all tightened up to 10 thousandths. If it's a little bit loose, that's okay. I mean, like I said, it's better to be a little loose than too tight. Make sure your top nuts are tight. And yeah, I'll go ahead and throw my valve cover on, and that'll be it.